Question: how would you like to be remembered back in 30? Hey, this is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Happy Sunday. How you doing today? Hope that this video, as always, finds everybody doing well. And if you are brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are a veteran here, a humble thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're just dropping by to say hello, hello. Hope you stick around one day. You know, today is Sunday, and Sundays are always special. They just are. Okay. So I thought I'd have a special chat with you, my Sunday chat. Okay, why am I getting an itchy nose? Oh, excuse me. Anyway, I would like to know, how would you like to be remembered once you're not here any longer, once you've gone home, if you know what I'm saying? How would you like to be remembered? I would like to personally be remembered, hopefully in a positive manner, someone that attempted to make someone else happy, maybe leave a lesson or two behind. I want to leave a positive thumbprint in the world. Now, a couple of instances, and I'm so proud of this actually, you know, when my mother went home to be with Jesus, and people that were looking back on her, you know, memory, we couldn't get together, all of us, because it was during that terrible time last year, but people expressed their, condolences, and every single person that spoke to me or sent me something or whatever, communication, always remembered my mom in a positive manner, because that's who she was. My mother was a kind, gentle soul. She wasn't like an in-your-face kind of person. She was just a kind, gentle soul that was quite forgiving to many, many people. And she did have her faults, like liking a little too much whipped cream, but she never gained an ounce. So she's was one of those lucky people. But if liking too much whipped cream is the worst thing a person ever did, then that's pretty darn good. But, it got me to thinking now, I'm at that age, I'm past 62, well, I'm 62 and a half. Not that we can't leave at any time, but the thing is, how would I like to be remembered? And I was wondering, does anybody viewing this, if anyone viewing this, ever thinks of things like that? And, it's not like an overnight thing. I had a situation where I lost a loved one back in about 2004. And well-wishers were saying, the traditional stuff that people say, for example, like, is there anything I could do for you? Anything at all? And I know that they meant it from the bottom of their heart. So, which was kind to hear. So one day when someone said that to me, it was soon after the passing of that person, I said, yes, please remember him fondly, because that person was just a wonderful, amazing man and just did great, great things for people in little ways. What can we do every day so that people remember us fondly? Do you think that we can do extraordinary things on ordinary days? I've mentioned this to people many times. Some of my favorite days of the year are not the spectacular days, are not the huge dramatic days, but for me personally, ordinary days. Appreciate the ordinary times in your life. And I could tell you this, back in 2001, we had an extremely not so great day here in New York City. And you know where I'm going with this, back in September, and that's all I have to say. And wasn't far from this at all. And the one thing that I kept saying was how I miss an ordinary day. Sometimes we complain too much. We complain about things being too ordinary. We complain about others not being generous of heart. We complain about being bored sometimes. Well, you know something? We actually have the ability, the choice, and the capability of fixing all of this. Do you want to be remembered as what I call lovingly a grumpelmeyer? I don't want to be remembered as a grumpelmeyer. I want to be remembered as a person that we've all made mistakes, but to live in that state of mind, always grouchy, grouchy, grouchy. Now, I know that there are always reasons why people act the way they do. And hurting people do hurt others. But certainly, this is in our hands that we can fix this. You know, I don't know about you, but it is my utmost hope that when you wake up in the morning, you wake up with great intention. Okay. That's my hope. I ask God to please help me create a message that may hit home for someone today. All of us, every single one of us at times in our lives should take stock of our own personal behavior. Are we living up to the best possible way that we could? Can we improve? I think every one of us has room for improvement, and not just in the financials, and they are important, but it is not everything. And as much as I talk about saving money, time, effort, and energy, and sanity, we also have to be mindful of how we treat others, of how we are to be remembered. What can we do to make this world a better place? I believe that we are living in troubled times, but I also believe that we have the method to fix it. We can do this one person at a time, whether it's by donating your time or your money, or just being a little more patient. Do you think when I receive some phone calls sometimes I always want to hear what the person on the other end is saying? Sometimes my mind is about 4,000 miles away. But we need to be kind and merciful to others. Perhaps that person, to that person, their conversation to us may be the most important thing on their mind. It may not mean one iota to you because your mind is somewhere else, you know, maybe in oblivion. Oblivion sometimes. We've all gone there. It's just, I guess, our way of pushing away our troubles. But we can't live in denial. People need each other. The worst thing in the world is to live an isolated life. But sometimes people do that as their way to protect themselves. But getting back to how do we want to be remembered in this world? Well, that, of course, is always up to the individual. That, if it matters to you, great. If it doesn't matter to you, it's up to you. It's just one of those things. So the question begs, what can we do today to be remembered fondly, to be remembered kindly, to be remembered as a gentle, kind soul, to make a difference in this world? We have the power in us to make a positive difference in this world. We can remind people in our lives that we love them. We can do actions showing our love, because love is an action word, not just an adjective. To be loving, okay? So just saying, the choice is ours. And I want to thank you kindly for giving a listen. I will always remember you fondly. Thank you so much. In the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for watching. Why? Because I really do appreciate who? You. Come back in the future for some more tips, tricks, and helpful, hopefully, conversations. Have an amazing, fantastic day. Goodbye.